Hi team, Melissa from melissaversusfibromyalgia.com here, and today I want to do something short, sharp and quick. So usually I put together trainings with research and information and loads of pre-prepared time and energy and thought, but what I wanted to do today, because I have over 300 blog posts at melissaversusfibromyalgia.com and over 150 videos here on YouTube, I have pretty much written about everything already. So today I want to give you a summary of the best things that are working for me, the things that are helping me get towards 70 on the ME/CFS fibromyalgia rating scale. That's at cfids.com. I'll put the link for you below, but whatever rating scale you're on, I'm working towards 70%. So I'm between 60 and 70 depending on my symptom levels at the time. But it is all these things that are getting me there, and it is smart management of the energy I have. And so today I just want to quick fire, give you the things that are helping, and then give you the resources that you can go to work through. Now, what works for one doesn't necessarily work for another. I know this. So it's not necessarily going to be a game plan for you, but I hope that it gets you started. Now, the number one thing, the thing that has changed everything for me, no jokes, is low-dose naltrexone. Now, I have tons of blog posts, trainings, videos. I'll put a link to one important one which will link out to the others, but low-dose naltrexone has changed my life considerably. It is not the only thing. They all work together, but it is that important. And physicians who prescribe it, I've heard them estimate that it works for around 60% of people with fibromyalgia. So it's worth a try, especially given the side effects that come with the other medications they want us to try. So that's my number one. The rest is not really in an order, but they are all quite important. Number two is recovery factors. So the recovery factors supplement is a porcine protein serum. That has helped me get my iron levels up. It was originally made or given to people who were malnourished and in the hospital and needing that extra energy. They don't quite know how it works, but I think that what it's doing is getting the energy where it needs to go in our body, because energy is very difficult for us to get and keep. So it helps me. The next thing that helps me is actually relatively new, Quitiapine. So this is not often the top thing that people think of when they think of medicines for helping sleep, but it's helping me. It is getting me a little bit more deep in REM sleep each night. I was getting a bit of an average of 7 broken hours, and now I'm getting an average of 8 broken hours, depending what's happening with the baby and the family, that kind of thing. With the cold at the moment, the breathing is impacting my sleep, but generally I'm getting about 8 broken hours, so I wake up quite a lot in the night, and the quality is tricky, but it's better. So I'm really grateful for that. So that was a bit of a new one. So I don't actually have any resources about that yet. And then the next one is Yoga Nidra. I could probably put yoga all together, but Yoga Nidra is the most important tool. Yoga Nidra is a guided meditation. You do it lying down in your bed with your heat pack, I recommend. You do it as comfortably as possible, and it is profoundly relaxing, and that mixes in together with a lot of the different parts. So it calms the central nervous system, helps me manage fatigue and energy, and just makes me feel very profoundly rested, and helps me get those deeper brainwaves of sleep, which we don't get when we're asleep. And so it is my absolute favorite. And of course it helps with pacing, which is the next thing on my list. So pacing is using what we have wisely, right? So I have my full stop Yoga Nidra break each day, and you take your breathing breaks. Use your energy when you have it. So go to bed when you need to go to bed, get up when you need to get up, put your breaks in the day as you need them, and use your energy wisely. I've got entire trainings and loads of posts and videos about pacing. So I'll put that there. Gentle movement, whether that's yoga or walking, I love both. I do very gentle yoga. I'll be very clear now, exercise is not defined by one thing. It is not 20 minutes or 30 minutes or this or that. It is what you can do while improving your quality of life and not making things worse. So today, if that's a 3-minute walk, that's your exercise. I could talk for a long time about it. I feel very strongly, because exercise is so important for our body. Our bones and our joints and our muscles were all meant for us to move, and they all function optimally, and all the systems in our body function optimally, but we've got to move correctly. So we've got to push back from some of those overzealous people who want to change the definition of what it is. So we've got sleep is super important. So that's impacted by multiple things. But we've got low-dose naltrexone, quitiapine, recovery factors, yoga nidra, pacing, other movement, and generally trying to reduce stress. So trying really hard to manage stress well, which is done by those other things, right? If I know that I'm getting rest from yoga nidra, if I know I can get a bit better sleep from quitiapine, if low-dose naltrexone is helping me, if all these things are helping me and I know that I have these plans in place and I have my pain management plan, I know what I'm going to do when I need it, it all helps minimize stress, because a lot of the stress we have is living with chronic pain and fatigue. Now, obviously, I've got little systems within it. Like I said, I've got a pain management plan. And so that includes, knowing what I need to do when. Am I stretching? Am I massaging? Am I using my trigger point tools? Am I taking my medicines? I actually have a list written down of what I do. If a migraine is coming, I know exactly what to do. I've got the medicine ready if I need it. And so all those plans are just sitting there in place. But the big key things, the big pillars are what I have said. So let me know, what are your big keys? What are your big pillars? What are the biggest things that help you get to where you want to go each day and help you maintain as much functionality as possible until we have a cure? Let me know so we can share the knowledge. Let me know if there's anything that I've talked about today that you need more resources on. I can either point you to something I've already created, or I can make a new one for you, because like I said, it's my goal for you to get as well as possible. No matter what our symptoms are, we can surely do something to mitigate them even a little today. So I hope that these resources help you do that.